Okay, this is Dennis Lynn with Road Atlanta, and we're sitting here with Butch Kummer,
That's right.
the Atlanta Regional Competition Director for SCCA.
Atlanta region is SCCA, but yes,
Okay,
I'm the competition director. So.
Okay. Well, just start off by telling us a little bit about who you are and what you do with the SCCA.
I've been racing since, well, my dad had a car at the first race I ever ran at Daytona International Speedway in 1959.
Wow.
So I've been around racing for a long time. Road Atlanta is the reason I moved to Atlanta in 1986. First race I ever came here was 1971 for the runoffs. I watched the runoffs here, and I found out later that I was doing all my racing Road Atlanta and North when I was in Tallahassee at the time. I went to FSU. Doing Road Atlanta and North, I said, why don't I move to Road Atlanta?
Tell us a little bit about the SCCA, maybe some of the history.
SCCA was originated in Bristol, Connecticut in 1944.
That's where ESPN originated.
That is where ESPN originated. That was 1944, 1945, somewhere in there. Atlanta region was chartered in 1947. So it's been 55 years old. Started out with a bunch of guys that just liked driving their cars fast, and it's evolved. They have a rally program, they have a solo program, which is the parking lot, go out to the parking lot and dodge cones. We have road racing, we have time trials, and pro racing. SCCA does pro racing as well.
So, from a fan standpoint, what classes and what types of cars do you see at an SCCA event?
And that's one of the things that's sort of unique about SCCA. You have everything from Austin Healey Sprites to ground pounding, fire breathing Corvettes as far as production based cars. You've got formula cars, which are like the cars that run in Indianapolis. No fenders, open wheel. You know, as we used to say, the formula cars are the jet jockeys, and we're the bomber pilots in the big cars. So it'll be a wide variety of cars. We've got a bunch of spec cars. You'll have 85,000 Miatas that show up for a given weekend. So not that many. But I mean, I used to say when we came to the runoffs up here, if you don't like what's on the track, wait a half hour because there's going to be something that you do like out there.
Okay, so from a fan's perspective, what can they expect when they come to an event like this weekend? Are there like vendors or track laps or?
We've got this specific weekend. We've got time trial event going on, which is one car at a time against the clock. We also have actual road racing where people are competing against each other. There's 6 different groups with multiple classes per group. On Saturday at lunch, the fans, this is probably a big deal for some fans, they can actually drive the track for $20 for a carload.
With their own car?
With their own car. It is at controlled speeds, 55, 60 miles an hour behind a pace car. But they can actually drive the track. That's on Saturday at lunch. And then on Sunday morning, we have what they call PDX, which you can also do in your street car. But it's more, it's higher speed, but you have to have some safety equipment, helmet, long sleeves. You have an instructor to start out with, and once you're signed off, and there's people that's what they do, is they come out here to run the PDX program because they don't want to spend the money to build an out-and-out race car, but they can come out there with a street car and do the PDX program.
So what is the SCCA ARRC? What is that?
It's the American Road Race of Champions. Okay. It is originally the runoffs, and the runoffs were first here in 1970. Yes, 1970 was first year, and it was here 70 through 93. But the name stayed American Road Race of Champions, and actually Road Atlanta has a trademark on that name. And we lease it from Road Atlanta once a year.
What's the difference between a national event and a non-national event?
Whether it qualifies you for the runoffs or not.
Okay.
The runoffs are the big show for SCCA.
Okay.
But you got some people like this weekend is a combination event. You can earn runoffs points. You can also earn what they call SARC points. SARC is the South Atlantic Road Racing Championship. Okay. And people can do both. It's a championship for people that don't have the resources, either energy, money, time, to go to Wisconsin for the one race to win the whole thing. So, okay. But you have different levels of championships.
So how does a fan get involved with SCCA?
Everybody out here working the event, the people dressed in white, they were spectators at one point in time. Okay, it is a fairly friendly group. We're always recruiting new members. We're trying to get people involved with the thing. If you don't like that, you can go up and work in the tower and timing and scoring. You can help out in tech. You can take my job. You know, you don't have to be a driver in order to be involved with SCCA. Talk to the drivers. The drivers love to talk about their cars. So have them talk to you. You know, bring your kids with them. They'll let them sit in the car, take the pictures. It is a very fan-friendly sport.
So I got to ask you this: what's your favorite turn here?
Probably turn 12.
Turn 12, coming down the hill there?
Coming down the hill, because that's the one that separated. It used to be the dip, but the dip's not there anymore. But turn 12, because that's where it separates the champs from the chumps, I guess is the right word. You know, turn one because they're at the start. Okay, because everybody's going in there, adrenaline's pumping. You say, I can do it. Oh, maybe I can't. But lap after lap, turn 12. When you come down through, you got the thing locked in and going down the front straight. That's a trip.